Hello, people. Good evening, chaps. What a handsome bunch we are tonight. Not a bald chin in the house. That's what I like to see. How you doing, fellas?
I'm doing all right. Yourself?
Yeah.
I'm really good. Really good. Really good. Tonight is a little break from our norm. As we've advertised and explained to people, tonight we're doing a bit of a mental health type show. I just wanted to say something beforehand. I am not a mental health nurse. I am not a mental health practitioner or professional. I'm an adult nurse. So everything is just everything else tonight. And we have a guest with us, Ryan, who's going to have a chat and talk us through things. Good evening, people in chat. Scott, Tracy, Andy, and a Facebook user.
Yeah. With a very negative comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such an idiot.
Yeah, I wonder who that is. Broadcasting on a live about it as well. I wonder who that is.
Yeah, how very mature of people. How very, very mature. You carry on with the show, guys.
You have to find him, Josh.
Yeah.
Thank you. That saves me
what
trying
I'm
to do it
doing
on my
right
phone. We'll get rid of that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, find out who that is, Josh, because I'm going to block that person from anything I'm on Facebook. That's the kind of attitude that we kind of come to talk about as well, really.
Yes.
Yes, you come up as Facebook user, whoever you are. I'm presuming that's the same person.
Yeah.
Josh is frantically searching through all the places where we're streaming to.
Yeah, same here.
That's right, you boys carry on.
I'm kind of distracted. I really want to go mental at that person. I'd like to know who they are. Anyway, yes, tonight we're talking about mental health, and obviously we're all vapors, so it seems quite prevalent that people who are around vaping and things often have some mental health issues of some way, shape, or form. A bit like the people there.
I think it's just that we're more likely to smoke in the first place.
I don't think that's the same person, Chris. I think there might be a few people who's not given Facebook permission to use the name. That's what we need to be careful about. We need to get the right person before we say that. Whoever that person is that's put them comments, I will find out who you are. Good evening, Zippy. Yeah, you're stopping comments. All right, cheers. Well, yes, that's what we're doing tonight, and we have got elements of our usual show involved as well, because our guest picked some devices and things for the cool wall, and we have a bit of news. Can't remember what the news was, but we do. Have we found out who it is yet? Oh, yeah, wait there.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you got it, Chris?
Yeah. It's in the private chat, Josh, who it is. Scott Leanan, I've had depression, PTSD for 15 years and never gets easier. Nobody. No, not at all. Good evening, Monty. Hope you're well. Brother, I know you are anyway. Yeah. Let's move on and ignore the trolls. We know who it is now, and he should know better.
Yeah.
That's all we'll say on that. So, yeah. I mean, I personally, I'm very much a glass half full type person. Very much sometimes to my detriment, because I don't know about everybody else, but I bury things and stick my head in the sand quite a lot. It's just my way of dealing with things. My darkest moments, which sounds really pitiful, goes back to when Vic basically slagged the shit out of me. That was really dark times for me, but I'm not going to go into that because we buried the hatchet. So, Bishop, nice to see
oh god,
the JT fan club back again.
Oh yeah, fucking loves Justin Timberlake, that one.
You read that wrong. We're not talking. Yeah, you can see now, Gavaris. Anyway, I'd ignore him. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore. I know he's trying to be funny and make a joke, and it's not really worked, I'm afraid. So we'll move on swiftly and ignore them. Ryan, how you doing, brother? Speak to us. You're the guest. How you doing, Ryan?
I'm all right.
Because you haven't been much, have you? You've been through the mill a bit.
Really. It's just fucking one thing after another since 4 years old, really. But
yeah,
we get there, don't we?
It's like what Scott said. You never get through it.
You never get over it. It's like a black hole that sucks the joy out of everything, but you learn to live with it.
I can't imagine, mate. I'm like I said at the start, I'm not a mental health practitioner in any way, shape, or form. It's like the dark arts to me.
When there's silly things like cuddling the kids, and you don't feel anything, and just being empty. Do you know what I mean? Like
void. Yeah, void of any emotion.
And then, like I say, you learn to deal with it, but you learn where to laugh and where to say. As you know me, I fucking joke about and dick about, but it's all a mask.
Yeah, I mean, me and Ryan have known each other, God, got to be 4 years, 5 years now, Ryan, isn't it?
Yeah, 3 or 4 episodes ago, wasn't it?
And we kind of guide each other through things, don't we? And listen to each other's moans and groans, and it's. I know you've got me through some spells, mate. I know that for definite. So I'm great. I'm eternally grateful.
I think as well, it gives me something to focus on, helping other people, and I think I am actually going to end up working in that field soon. I'm seriously considering doing a psychology degree and things like that, which a year ago, when I was laid on a hospital bed with my eyes rolling back in my head, nearly dead, it was...
Yeah, it's a long way. It's a big, massive step, mate, and I think you'd be amazing at it. I really, really do.
Just getting the paperwork, isn't it? 6-year car.
Yeah, and ticking them boxes, mate. I know exactly what that's like.
You just got to set it as steps and just accomplish one each time, you know? Just small goals to one big goal.
I don't plan anything anymore.
No.
Because if I plan, I end up disappointed. And it was the painting that taught me how to do that.
Now, if anyone's not seen Ryan's paintings, you need to check them out because they're amazing, mate. Considering you've never painted before or drawn, they're absolutely amazing. I mean, you actually now have paintings that people are buying and things. I know you've just recently had a commission for a vape shop as well.
Yeah,
which is massive.
It's one of them things. I don't take what's it very well. Fucking hell, what's the word? Not criticism, the opposite. I take criticism fine. It's the other fucking bit when you're all saying it's good.
Praise.
That's the one. You can all fuck off. I never have done for a long time. I must have been about 14 when I actually realised when the fucking special brew and white lightning snake bites wore off.
Yeah.
That I had a problem because I stopped drinking for various reasons until my wedding night, like a dickhead. that was interesting.
We all drain our sorrows on a wedding night.
Nah, I fucking spent my wedding night in the Nick.
Oh,
You never told me that story.
oh dear.
I got that drunk that I tried to kill my mother-in-law.
Only you, right? Only you.
It was nerves and obviously large crowds of people and things that I don't like. But I always find it's different at like expo and things because we all share a common interest. And I think a lot of mental health is just finding a common interest with other people and actually finding the people that you can talk to, because nobody teaches you to love yourself.
Oh, that's very, very true. It's one of the hardest things in life to do as well, because it's,
My battery's not dead.
I've got some fresh ones.
I need new batteries. They're only lasting about 2.5 hours at the minute.
I'm not even going to ask you how old they are, Ryan.
Oh, that year old.
Oh, it's not that bad. I've had worse.
You know the LXV stance on batteries.
And unsafe notes and yeah.
I'm just checking which battery I had in my mod then.
I do need to replace them, but it's cash in it.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, you need some more commissions.
Yeah, hopefully. The thing is, I don't paint to sell. I paint to chill out. It's my escape from everything. That's the thing. I found a focus by accident, sort of thing. I ended up moving out of my house with the wife and the kids and back to my mum's for a bit. And I couldn't sleep, so I was watching fucking Bob Ross videos to try and get to sleep. And in the end, I thought, well, I'm watching it, and my mum was fucking getting on at me, as she always does, all my life, even now, 33, and I can still get bollocked off my mum. And she's like, why don't you fucking come downstairs and fucking watch TV? It was what they were watching, shite quiz shows. And I was like, for fuck's sake, if I see another fucking episode of Pointless or whatever, right, I'm fucking sorry. But because I wasn't doing anything, I was just sat fucking staring at the wall, basically, because I was just a hollow shell of myself after I come out of the hospital and everything. I was fucking there, and I said to my dad, just get me some paint so that I can do something, and I'm out of everybody's way, and I'm on my own, and I just fucking had a go. And
Not laughing at you. Just something.
Yeah.
He's obviously got bored of berating me.
Yeah, it looks like it's
Going
my
after you now.
issue practice, isn't it?
Sorry, Ryan, we didn't mean to interrupt.
yeah, so I've missed the last few shows. I've been not in a bad place, but I've been trying to deal with a violent 7-year-old and other things, and that real life comes first, doesn't it?
Yeah, Scott Leading's saying he's not been able to show weakness around peers. And Peter Walker from Second Vapes come back saying that's exactly who we should be showing weakness to. It all depends, Peter, on who's people's comfy with talking to. And on that point, I will always say my inbox and my Facebook is always open to everybody. I may not answer immediately, but it's open to anybody that needs to talk. I mean, mental health is something close to me, family-wise. Not myself, obviously, but very close to me. So
You're mental as fuck.
yeah, I just bury my head in the sand there. Like I said, Ryan, that's all I ever do. Everything's rosy.
You won't talk about it until I poke you a stick. Stop being a grumpy old bastard. Fucking talk to me.
Yeah, we've had many a late night chats, right? So do you want to talk about how you ended up in the hospital, Ryan, and what you went through?
Yeah, I can do. It's
I'm not. It's completely up to you.
I'm fine. I'll fucking talk about it because if you don't talk about it, then it don't get normalised, does it?
No.
Not that
No.
I wish it on anybody, but
It all
like
goes back to
so basically leading up to the hospital for about the year before, I was jumping about jobs. I've always jumped about jobs since I was like 13, and I ended up at a fucking potato packing plant. So hard graft, 25 kilo bags, lumping about, fucking stacking them up and whatnot, and it was fucking hard graft. And I ended up getting a cyst in my knee, which I've still not had the fucking operation for yet because of COVID and everything. But it was around that time we met up at that what I like to call the CBD Expo
Yeah.
that we went to when my eyes were like saucers when I bumped into Vinny.
Yeah, that was the first time, wasn't it, mate?
I was fucked. I'm swear down, I was fucked. I'd sampled that much free CBD. I was fucking walking around nearly asleep, but it stopped the pain. So I started using CBD oils, CBD vapes to stop the pain at work. And then it progressed, and I started buying flour. And at my worst, I was using 300 to 400 pounds of flour a month.
Jesus, Ryan. I know you was on a lot, but I didn't realise it was that much.
Yeah, I didn't realise. I was basically going to work to buy the fucking flour that was stopping me hurting to go to work. So I tried to stop. And then codeine got involved, codemols from the doctors. And I got hooked on codeine. I was taking maybe 3 or 4 times more than I should have been just to do my job, to earn the money. And I cold turkeyed off codeine and went absolutely fucking mental.
Oh, bad idea.
Yeah.
And eventually I lost my job to a fucking robot.
Yeah.
As happened. And so sat at home. I decided I'd fucking had enough. I couldn't provide for my family. I was fucking useless, waste of space, what have you. And I took a massive, massive overdose and ended up under fucking mental health care, which is fucking shite.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say it. I don't slag the NHS off. My wife's a nurse and whatever, but I just fucking killed myself, tried to kill myself. And what I got was somebody coming around, you all right? Yeah. Okay, then. See you next week. See you tomorrow. And that was pretty much it. Because I fell in the crack where I wasn't bad enough to get admitted, but I was too bad to fucking do anything.
Yeah.
So they filled me full of fucking drugs and they put me on metazapine and risperidone. Now, I've always been a bit anti-pharmaceutical anyway. And I was fucking fed up feeling like a zombie. And I was looking at these fucking risperidone one day and I took all of them and just thought, fuck it, I'd rather not carry on like this. So that was the second one in a month.
Jesus,
And
mate.
that was when I ended up in hospital, and apparently I took 22 times the amount that could kill you and still ended up surviving. So I can't even fucking do that properly.
Fucking Ozzy Osbourne's got no on you, mate, has he?
And the hook up when I was a teenager, I was fucking terrible. My weekends were sheets of acid with fucking 6 grams of coke in the middle of them, and that was my weekend.
Do you think that affected you down the line, Ryan?
I had fun when I was a teenager. I fucking went overboard.
Yeah.
Really did go overboard. But I got it wasn't Borstal, but it was a secure school. Because when I was 4, I got hit by a car, and I got bullied relentlessly for the scar. Because I don't know if you can see it. Just see it.
Yeah. Just about, Ryan.
There I am. Yeah, shit camera. I'm on my phone, not like you fucks with you. But I've got a big scar, but you can't see it for the beard. And I got bullied relentlessly. And when I snapped, I fucking hurt somebody quite seriously. So I ended up in a secure unit. And that was good. All I did all day was fight and fucking dodge paedophile teachers. So
Jesus.
it was an eye opener. I got involved in a little bit of right wing gang mentality in there as well. Not that it's right, but you sort of stuck with your own colour in there because that was how it was, and you had to do it to survive. But like I'm not like that now. Everybody just fucking get on and love everybody, and we just need to all help each other. At the end of the day, we're all human. We're all living with the same shit. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like people call me a hippie all the time when I start talking like this, and it's like, no, that's not. You're not getting what I mean. It's if everybody was just fucking nicer to each other, we wouldn't have situations where people are fighting over fucking toilet roll. And do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Especially at the
fucking,
moment, it's
just fucking be not love each other. You don't have to fucking run around kissing each other's asses, but just fucking be humble and be fucking think about other people and what situations they could be in. You don't know what situation people are in when you're in the supermarket, fucking slagging people off and fucking, especially Facebook. This is why I've had a break from Facebook, because people are too fucking getting too used to being able to slag people off and say without getting smacked in the mouth for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
no
like
just for it anymore, is there?
And it's fucking constant. Every time you go on the news and everything, it's just bad news, bad news, bad news. Something shit's happened, something shit's happened. And if you bombard yourself with that all the time, you're going to fucking realise eventually you're just going to listen to it. Oh, something shit's happened. Might as well not go out now. Something shit's happened. Might as well not fucking die. Something shit's going to happen. And it builds up and builds up.
Yeah. That snowball effect, and it just gets out of control. Yeah.
But what my head's like all the time, it's like something shit's going to happen, so you might as well not do that. Something shit's going to happen. Fuck it. Might as well stay in bed. You know what I mean? I've always tried to fucking work. I've always tried to fucking do the right thing. Do you know what I mean? And loyal to a fucking fault.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely there. You should have kicked me away ages ago.
That's to be a wanker, Vinny. But I like you. Even when you do come and nick fucking things out of me, garage.
Free shit hunting again, was he?
It's right here, right now. All my stuff is sat on top of that right now, Ryan. So it's getting well used and it's much loved.
Man. I wasn't going to do anything with it. It's just taking up the room. That's the thing. And I seriously think the CBD had a fucking effect on my mental health, big time.
There's no links yet, but a lot of people seem to be saying it now, especially ones that use vast amounts of it. We're not talking about the liquids, we're talking about the flowers and some of the super concentrated liquids. The CBD.
I've got a bottle of CBD. And I took one hit of it, and obviously with my past drug history, I fucking knew what it was straight away. It was fucking spice.
Really?
One fucking hit, and I was like, that's spice. I'm not fucking touching that. How the fuck are you selling that?
Jesus Christ. Was that a reputable company, Ryan? Or was that sort of through a friend of a friend?
A friend of a friend.
Right.
But I don't think he did it. He just didn't know what it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think he understood the difference, to be honest, because he was a bit naive in that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's where people need to be so careful.
It's like we were talking. Well, yesterday, wasn't it, Vinny? It's like I've finally got a diagnosis after 2 years of I've got fibromyalgia, which
At last.
so
At last.
at last, yeah, it's took me 2 years fighting to get it, but this is why I'm fucking knackered all the time. I get like it's like pins and needles with fire all through my skin at night and shit, so I don't sleep, and then it makes it worse because I'm not sleeping. But hopefully, these new drugs are going to work. But we'll see. I don't want to get addicted to a pharmacy drug as well. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
a double-edged sword sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, some of the pharmaceutical drugs that are addictive are far worse than anything else.
My
Being one of them.
uncle's got cancer. He's on the fentanyl patches, and he gave me a headache tablet once, and it was rather nice.
I'm guessing it wasn't a headache tablet.
No. I said, I got a fucking headache, and he went, "Here, have one of these." It was a fucking don't even know what it was. It was like fucking Oxy or something that he was on, and I was like, for fuck's sake. After I come down, I was like, you fucking know.
A statement from Oggy, Oliver Johnson. Vaping is an escape for most that struggle. This is wrong. You're telling stories and laughing, and people are commenting with the same bollocks. And some of the happiest people you think in this game that I will back to the end are going to see this and dwell on their shit without saying anything. How dare you guys mix the two? You ain't professionals. You should be advising people and being there as a brand or show supporting mental health, not make it a hot topic for everyone to throw shit out there knowing. We're not doing that, Oggy. We're just... It needs to be discussed. And Ryan wanted to come on and do this. We was hoping Hodor was going to come on as well, but he was busy tonight. We're not poking fun at this in the slightest, not at all. That is not what we're doing here. I'm kind of thinking this perhaps wasn't the best idea right now because we're getting quite a few negative comments. What do we think?
If you don't talk about it, it's going to be in the shadows, isn't it?
Yeah, that's kind of my thinking.
This was what the whole idea was. We don't want it to be in the shadows. We want people to be able to talk about it, especially blokes who find it hard to talk to each other, and especially try to bottle things up a lot more. It was the bottle alpha male fucking bullshit that got me in the place that I was, because I was the big fucking hard man and I was all right. You know what I mean? And I think some people are taking this the wrong way, but people will think what they think. Let's just get on with it.
I mean, I've been offered help before, like, because I bottle all my crap up. I don't, as the other guys will say, I don't really speak much. And even on the show, I don't say much. And I've been offered professional help, but I won't do it. I don't feel comfortable talking to someone that I don't feel close to.
But my counsellor's got cracking tits.
Sorry?
My counsellor's got cracking tits. She's fucking beautiful. Honestly. Nah, it's about finding somebody that you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
Like I say, I make a joke, but it's definitely about finding somebody that you're comfortable with and that works for you.
My inbox on Facebook has gone mental. I'm just going to be honest here with people saying that we shouldn't be doing this. I don't know how I feel about that, to be completely honest.
Well, how do people want us to go about this? What is the thing?
We shouldn't be doing it at all. We shouldn't be mixing mental health and vaping.
Why?
I don't really know. Just saying it's wrong. seemingly because a lot of the time we're laughing and telling jokes within it as well. That's
how some of us actually try and get past some of this.
That's how I do it with it.
Yeah, I try.
I am a nurse, but I'm not a mental health nurse, Oggy. There you go. You can read Oggy's again. Who will we mention? Right, guys, do we stop this now and delete it and completely erase it from history? What do we do? A lot of people are saying
yeah, I'm keeping up with some of the comments as and when they come through, because I'll just big batches of them just come through.
Yeah, who did we mention?
I don't actually know.
So because we're depressed and sorry, this pisses me off. I've had it with my mother. Because you're fucking depressed and down, you can't fucking laugh and joke and fucking be a normal human being. You have to be fucking rocking backwards and forwards in your straitjacket. This really fucks me off. People fucking think it's some kind of fucking right. And I'll tell you what, you better get that fucking rant button ready, Josh, because I'm going to go off on one in a minute. We're still fucking human beings. We still laugh, joke, fucking love, fuck the fucking lot. Just because we've got problems and we're trying to fucking help other people that might have the same problems, we're wrong. Fuck off. I've lived fucking hell for nearly 15 years and I'm trying to do the right thing to help other people that are fucking trying to fucking, or maybe going through the same fucking thing that I'm going through and still going through. And it's fucking, anyway, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't mention names, did we?
Not mentioned any names.
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah, I agree with Vug Life there. Mental health exists in all communities, and during these times, people need to know what support is out there. I have links to organisation. If anyone does need support, please reach out and get in touch. Yeah, and I said that as well at the start.
Yeah, 100%. My inbox is always open for anybody. Like literally anybody. You don't even have to know me. You know,
That's it. Exactly.
You could literally have messaged me once on Facebook about maybe anything, and you can go, look, don't really know you, but I just need to talk to somebody. I know sometimes I need it.
It is it.
Am I fucking hearing right?
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
I tell you what, to anybody that's got a fucking issue, do one. Nobody's claiming to be professional. Nobody's claiming to be fucking anything. At the end of the day, I suffer with mental health, and these guys here help me through it. And if I can make one person fucking see that talking helps, then yeah, I'll fucking talk about it.
Yeah. One of the best therapies is talking therapies.
Fucking piss, man.
It's one of the biggest things that the NHS does for mental health is the talking therapies now. And it does help. I mean, I know people that have used it. I know, yeah.
I'll tell you the biggest problem why it's such a fucking issue, because you've got that many people that sit there now claiming depression and fucking anxiety because they're too fucking lazy to do anything, and they always look for the easy way out. They use mental health as a fucking excuse, and you know what? That pisses all over the fucking rest of us that actually are there with fucking mental health issues. You're telling me fucking blokes topping themselves and everything else for whatever issue is something to fucking laugh about? See me fucking laughing.
We didn't name anybody. Who did we name? That's what I don't get. We did not name.
How did you find talking therapies went for you?
Well,
So he just said that he's done talking therapies.
Yeah, sure.
Know he found. Yeah.
Sorry, comment.
The thing is, I get people don't talk to therapists because you know what? Whether it be on a phone or, you know, you're attending a fucking session, they don't always help because they've been taught a lot, in a lot of respects, and I'm not fucking disrespecting them, but they're taught from books. You can't learn mental health from books.
No.
I don't give
Definitely.
a fuck how fucking clever you are. It's easier to talk to somebody that truly understands because they're sitting there living with it. That's where you make the connection.
That's what's lost. That's what's lost when I'm there. It's fucking, I've got no connection with anybody. Me and Vinny are fucking tight as fuck now because we connected at a level that was deeper than just fucking sitting in a room trying to fucking babble shit for an hour doing fucking CBT that personally for me didn't work. You know what I mean?
Mate, there's a Facebook group out there, right? I got some trades that are sort of saying that we're doing something wrong because I don't fucking believe we are. There's a group that's out there. I believe it's Vaping Misfits that help with mental health. They try and watch it. Go tell them they're taking the piss. See how successful their group is because they engage people to talk.
Yeah. That's exactly what they do.
Man, I'm so fucking pissed.
I didn't know how to take someone. I really didn't.
All that comment's done is thrown back in my face, my mental health, because I shouldn't be talking about it.
Yeah.
Way to fucking go. Way to go.
Oh, Jesus.
It's one subject I am fucking passionate about. Why? Because I fucking live with it. I see what it fucking does. Waking up of a morning, not wanting to fucking even think about motivating yourself, but you have to. Going and tackling all this shit that's going on now. You know what I mean? Fucking suffering panic attacks and fucking anxiety attacks because you're fucking worrying about the bloke you're working next to and shit like that on a shift. Because why? Because you've got to work to support your family. Yeah, fucking live with it every day, man, and tell me it's something to fucking laugh at.
Jesus Christ. I just don't. It's a proven thing to help talk things. And yeah. Oh, well.
We didn't come on this evening to make anyone feel like, you know, we're laughing and taking the mick out of them or trying to do anything untoward. We've just been here to discuss something that I personally see is like people think it's a taboo thing to speak about, and it's not.
Because that's the problem. Ignorance breeds the taboo element of it. Because no fucker does anything about it.
And at the end of the day, this show was put forward by leaguers, right?
Yes.
This was asked to be done. And we were more than happy to oblige because it's a subject we feel strongly about.
Yeah.
And these people wanted to come and talk about their experiences and talk about, you know, that it is possible. It is possible just to not just to get over it, but it is possible to have massive help for yourself, to get help for yourself just by talking to a friend or talking to somebody you don't know that well, whichever way it is.
Dude, at the end of the day, there's been plenty of notice of what this show was going to be about. And what's bugging me is the fact that it's people that know us fucking better.
Yeah.
Than any of that shit to fucking make any kind of, you know, laugh and joke out of this. Sorry, man, but fucking shame on you.
Yeah,
You've just got fucking... Pete,
that shocked me.
Delete negativity, man.
I mean, I'll be honest.
Negative fuckers like that make people not want to talk.
I spotted it was Ollie really quickly. I didn't want to say anything because it shocked me. I was like, surely that's not right. Surely he typed that wrong. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. So I was like, that's not right. Obviously, it's completely wrong with the following comments. So, but we'll leave it, mate. The show's staying up. The comments are staying up. People can fucking read it, and they can take what they want. You know, this is part of doing shows like this, you're going to get people
At
that
the end
don't
of the day,
agree with what you're fucking doing, and
at
that's
the end
fine.
of the day, mental health is why I vape. It's being part of this community that keeps me here.
Yeah. I've found a lot since I started vaping, getting into the community. I found a lot of people are more willing to actually talk to you about things within this community than other communities I've been in. I mean, you get your few, and obviously you get some that don't like talking about it, but that's
Everyone's
person-
different.
person-
Everyone's
yeah.
individual.
Yeah, I mean, some of the nicest things for me is like, I know Vinny's personally messaged me a few times ago, look, Josh, I'm just checking you're all right, because he knows I'm, you know, I've not been 100% or something like that. And just that message alone means the world. I don't have to talk to him about it.
Yeah.
I don't have to go, this is what's up.
Even I've checked up on you at times.
Yeah, you have, right? Yeah, Ryan's checked off on me as well. Do you know? I think you all have, and that just means the world. I mean, I don't know if I know you're all Facebook friends with me, and you probably all saw my fucking crazy rant on Facebook last night.
Yeah, I saw something.
But that's exactly how I was feeling. I was feeling fucking pissed off. I was feeling fucking angry. And do you know what? I didn't want to fucking talk about it, but and I know people, you just do it for attention. I'm not doing it for attention at all. That's exactly how I was feeling at that fucking moment. It was half 1 in the fucking morning. Didn't have anyone to fucking talk to.
Could have spoken to me. I was on shift all night.
And I even
put
about how, I mean, I think social media is such a fucking, sorry, I'm welling up a bit here, but I think social media is such a big role in mental health issues. I really think it is, because it's just a constant barrage of shit, like Ryan was saying a minute ago, of abuse, of fucking absolute shithousery, and people think they can get a fucking away with it. And people do get away with it every minute of every fucking day. And it destroys people's fucking lives, you know?
It's exactly why I tend to keep away from actually being on the main Facebook app and spend most of my time in Messenger with like you guys and a few other people. It's just I don't see so much of that crap. It's on 24/7, 365. It's relentless. It's never stopping.
I've been on a call at the minute of the political posts from our American friends, because that's just fucking getting to me. Every day there's just fucking fight, bitch, fucking moan. And it's like, I can't be dealing with that shit. You're a good lad, but for fuck's sake, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if anything, this show proves exactly what we were just fucking saying.
Yeah.
Those comments from those people are exactly what the fuck we're on about.
It should be talked about.
We're talking about it, and you're saying we shouldn't be talking about it, but your comments might have stopped someone coming to one of us to fucking talk about it, because now they're scared.
Oh, but that don't matter. Yeah, I mean, fucking sorry.
Zippy, read that.
Yeah, because that's how it should be, man.
Yeah.
And half of the hate that's shown in this world is responsible for why I've got mental fucking health.
The thing is, as well, with the vaping side of it, vaping and mental health, it gave me a family that I've never had before.
100%.
It gave me friends that I've never fucking connected with, like you guys, before. I know I don't talk to all of you all the time, but like, it gave me an outlet for those issues that people actually did give a fuck and did listen.
And that is what is so important, that outlet, having that person, people you know, you can speak to, and it's on a level par. They won't look down on you. They won't be condescending. They won't take the piss out of you. They'll listen to you. They'll be there to listen to you. That is just vital. It's such an important thing. Sorry, it's thrown me out. His comments are really completely just.
Yeah, I mean, they've shocked me quite a lot. They've shocked me massively.
I wasn't expecting it.
I wasn't expecting that, and especially from someone that we all. Well, I know you know really well, Vinny. I know.
Yeah.
He knows him really well. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
At the end of the day,
he's been on our show 3 fucking times.
Yeah.
all I'll say is, at the end of the day, I respect his opinion. I think it's wrong, but I'll respect it.
I think it's wrong.
At the end of the day,
really
the whole idea of this was to raise awareness that, you know what? Go have a look through your news feed, yeah? See how many people are there saying, you know, oh, it's been a tough day, been this, been that. Fucking go and have a look.
You see,
Yeah.
that's
Because,
perfect.
you know,
That's perfect. Fine, Colin.
yeah, it's a lot more common than what people think. You know what I mean? And if I'm fucking wrong for doing that and trying to fucking turn around and say, you know what? If you're at a low point, there's an ear here for you to fucking vent off at or have a chat. If I'm wrong for that, then fucking so be it, man. But I'll tell you what, I'll always fucking keep my inbox open. And it's not to be fucking nosy or what's it. You know what I mean?
15 years. It's not nice, and it's not fucking something. It's not fucking cool. That's the problem at the minute. People are fucking jumping on the bandwagon, and using it as a way of fucking.
But is that not with Vug Life UK? Is that not what we're doing? We're getting together as vapors and talking about it.
That's exactly what we're doing.
I'm not discussing your man down the
It's just
fucking
we're
road.
doing it openly, trying to encourage others to do that.
And you know why we're doing it? And why I'm doing it personally? Because I'm not fucking ashamed anymore of my mental health. But people telling me that I shouldn't be fucking talking about it are the ones that make me feel like maybe, you know, oh, maybe I shouldn't fucking, I should go and bottle it all up. Nobody's fucking what's it saying that they're a professional fucking therapist.
No.
I live with it.
I'll tell you what, if you
I
want me
live with
to,
it.
I know two mental health professionals, and they'll be more than fucking happy to come on the show if that's what you fucking want.
Yeah, we do that.
If that's what you fucking want, I'll get them on the show. They don't vape, but they'll come on the show to talk about fucking mental health if that's what you want. And I guarantee if I message both of them right now, they'd both say what you're doing is the fucking right thing. Because we're not advising people. We're not all we're doing is saying we all suffer. I know we all suffer. Ryan wanted to come on, and Hodor wanted to come on. It's a subject that's fucking very personal to both of them. And I know pretty much everybody has their own fucking demons they've got to deal with. But I know we all have our own fucking issues. And this is just a basic, this is there, it's right in front of our fucking faces, yet nobody fucking talks about it.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking talks about it because you're all too fucking scared because of comments like that.
Yeah, but you know what? If those people making them comments, if that's what they truly believe,
it's quite sad. If that's what they actually believe, it's very, very sad.
Mate, they've got no idea of how this community fucking works.
Yeah.
That's it. We're not doctors, etc., but at least the community is here for us.
That's it, exactly.
And that's exactly what Ryan said a minute ago. He goes, vaping has given us all a family that we never knew we fucking had or needed, really. Yeah. I mean, I've got better friends now from vaping. I mean, I've got two what I would call like free, what I would call very lifelong friends that are here in Exeter with me. Does that make sense? And that's it.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
Not including my wife. She's my wife and I love her and she is my best friend. She's my fucking wife, but it's a different thing. Does that make sense? Like male fucking my buddies, you know, my fucking.
Sometimes you need more than just your partner or a direct family member. You know what I mean? I have connections.
I said straight away.
That's where you got.
That's what we're trying to change. What we say.
The fucking joking and the larking about is my shield. It always has been.
Yeah. Mate,
Look at fucking Robin Williams. Look at fucking Robin Williams. He was the funniest fucking man on earth. And what got him?
Yeah.
Vinny,
Yeah.
that comment you just brought up, that Bug Life one, right?
Yeah.
I got one question to ask for that. If that's what you believe, that there is no community in vaping anymore, right? What the fuck are you doing in it?
And what do you think we're doing right now? We're here for people to
No,
talk about their
What
problems.
are they still doing in the vaping community if they believe there's no community? Why are they here?
Yeah. A lot of people do see the community as been dead and been full of haters. We're here to say that is not the case. I mean, I've had that much hate put on me since I started reviewing and doing other things. It's unreal. Absolutely unreal. But I don't care. That bounces off me and I can just let it go. Other people can't do that. If other people had seen a fraction of the hate I'd had thrown at me, it could quite easily have broken them. But there's people within the community that may not be great, that do care and that do listen. And that is what I personally cling to quite a lot. You've only got to look at the recent charity auctions. I mean, the one we did last year and the one I'm involved with at the minute, to see how amazing this community can be.
When you're doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah. And for people to, yeah.
Here you go. So I don't make a business. I'll never make a business out of vaping. Right? I do everything I do for vaping because I love vaping and I love the community. And you know, I didn't spend a week of my life planning a fucking online expo because I was getting paid for it. I planned it because I fucking wanted to do it and I wanted to bring it to fucking you lot and I wanted to bring it to the fucking community. We don't do this show every Friday night because we're being fucking paid for it. We do it because we want to fucking do it.
Yeah.
We don't.
This is my therapy. I've said that countless times.
Right.
This is where I come to escape. Some of the shit I've seen and gone through the last 9 months. If I didn't have this, God knows.
Sorry, Kev, I accidentally just put your comment up, and I'll tell you what, in a minute, we will maybe slightly slide the conversation over to slightly more vaping side if people would like to. We had a question there. We are a vaping show. We will get on to that. It's just, to be honest with you, this section was probably going to be done and dusted, and we were probably going to get more towards a normal show, but the way some of those comments of fucking just out of order.
Yeah.
And I know someone said that swearing isn't good, but I'll swear.
Yeah, I do apologise.
You've got me on this show. You're not getting away from the swearing tonight. That swear joke's going to be full.
It's an adult show. It's on an adult channel. It's not meant for kids.
Yeah.
No, some people don't like swearing, no, so that's fair enough. So
No, I don't like the C-bomb, as you all know.
Some people don't like swearing. I swear. Do you know what I mean? That's it. I've always sworn. You know,
I tone it down.
Apparently the most articulate people on the planet swear.
It's a sign of intelligence, Josh.
It actually is a sign of intelligence.
Yeah.
You got to look at people like Stephen Fry and people like that and see how much they actually swear when not on camera. They just have incredible filters.
The only thing I will say, Froggy, is he's right. We're not professionals, because if we were professionals, we just would have fucking ignored you.
But I did say that at the start of this film.
He did. You said, I'm not. The thing is, you had to say it more because you are a nurse, but you are not a mental health nurse. None of us are mental health trained. All of us have had, well, I know I've had issues. Ryan's had fucking shit of it. No, Zippy has.
I call it mental health experienced. There's a big difference.
I think everybody sat here has that.
But
have.
We can use our own experiences to hopefully help somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not everybody wants to fucking talk to a mental health care professional, because that isn't the way they want to fucking deal with it. I know I didn't for a long time. And my wife
managed to do that. How many people have tried to do that and actually not managed to speak to a mental health care practitioner? Because it's fucking so hard to do that.
My wife forced me to go. She forced me to go, and I went. And I didn't really want to go. She forced me to go, and I went. And they're like, "I will start you off with CBT, that usual shit." And that was fucking pointless. because I didn't want to open up about it. Do you know what I mean? They're like, we can't really help you, so we're going to give you this. I don't fucking want it.
Yeah.
I don't want what you're going to fucking give me because they're not the fucking answer.
No.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? And the way I see it was that actually you can't. Like, I know this sounds stupid. It was like they can't help me. What I don't know how I need help. They can try and get it out of me, but it doesn't work. The way I see my help is, yeah, I'll fucking talk to people when I want to fucking talk about it, not be forced to talk about it. Like, if I know I'm in a real fucking dark place, then I'll go. Does that make sense? I'm not.
Yeah.
It's one of those. But sorry, you can tell I've had a couple of beers now, and I'm talking. I sat quiet to start off with. Anyone that watches this fucking show religiously, and any of you lot can see that I fucking hide a lot of my issues behind my fucking drinking because I drink a lot, and I know that, and it's something that I will address at some point in my life, probably when I can't drink anymore, when my fucking liver decides to give out. But like, it's. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, Ryan. I know this. We were fucking talking. You were talking. You were getting in the flow, and it's just got interrupted. So I feel really fucking bad for that. But...
Don't worry about it, man. Shit happens, doesn't it? It's the way you react to it that fucking matters.
Well, you lot know that during the start of last year, I was having my cognitive behavioural therapy, and I made no fucking what's it of that. You know what I mean? I made no secret of it. And right through the lockdown, everything, I was sound. Then as we slowly progressed, it started to get worse, and I've asked for another referral. I've been waiting since November. So for the last almost 3 months, I'm trying to deal with it the best I can, and that's where these guys come in. You know what I mean? Some days I may be quiet and chat. Some days I might just come in and rip the piss and just fuck off again. But hey ho, that's me. These will tell you I won't change. You know what I mean?
Like, I know it's a big no-no, but I would sometimes love to put up fucking images of our chat for the fucking rest of the world to see, because you see how fucking crazy our chat gets, right? And how fucking out of control it gets sometimes. Like, it really does. Like, someone will come, what the fuck are you on about? We argue amongst it all the time. We will fucking have a go at each other for stuff, but it's always done and dusted. Do you know what I mean? And then 2 minutes later, that person will be like, look, fucking, I'm pissed off. I'm not happy about this and this. You're like, look, man, I'm here to help. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those. It's,
you know what? I'm sat here thinking of everything that's going on here, and everything in the comments. So much positive in there now from the negatives of earlier. Perhaps we should start a mass group chat.
I would
just
love
invite vapors.
Fucking hell. Yeah, man.
Complete mass group chat.
Can we make one exception?
Go on.
Don't fucking add Chris to this one.
Guys, would anybody in the chat, would you all like to just be added to a leaguers chat? We'll just call it the leaguers.
No. We'll just call it vape talk, vape chat, or something. Just nothing to do with us.
Just like if anybody wants to be in it, I'll make a chat up.
Their thoughts and feelings.
I'll make a chat up. I'll make a chat up after the show. Just hit me up and I'll add you to the chat. And it'll just be a chat for all of us, for everybody. You can talk about vaping. You can talk about issues. You can talk about fucking how shit your strawberries were when you bought them from Tesco's. You can talk about
fucking mouldy.
We can chat about how shit this community is when we're all in our little community.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know. We'll call it the clique.
Yeah.
No, it's like I've said though before to you, Vinny, and it's like the rave scene. When it went mainstream, everybody started eating each other.
Yeah. So true.
You had your hardcore clique that carried on, and now the hardcore clique's still there, dancing in fields and loving each other. And you've got your mainstream shite that's just full of fucking wannabes.
That, Ryan, is so true. It really is.
Before. The rave scene went like it. The fucking metal scene was like it when it got popular. I'm sure you know about that, Josh.
It's a bit like...
So I was in the middle of making a chat, but apparently...
It was before his time, Ryan.
What was before my time?
What, the metal scene?
the metal
proper
scene.
metal scene.
Basically, when a scene,
You're older than me. I'm only 33.
Yeah, I'm 34.
I'm 34.
basically, when a scene is seen as being underground and becomes mainstream,
Yeah,
it starts to itself.
literally, it's because
Everything, yeah.
it's
Yeah.
underground. It's cool, and then all of a sudden it's like boom. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those, and but the metal scene is one hell of a fucking scene. If you guys into rock and metal, there aren't a better bunch of people, probably all with fucking massive mental health issues than the fucking metal scene. This is what I will fucking tell you right now, right?
And losing teeth at Slayer gigs.
You go to any fucking rock and metal festival. You go somewhere like I know Download's probably a bad example, but I love Download or Wacken or fucking Bloodstock. I tell you what, there is not a person there that wouldn't fucking have your back.
Exactly.
You know them or not know them. I mean, this is the whole thing. This is like pit rules apply. You fall down, we pick you fucking back up, and this is it. Does that make sense?
Most
That's
days,
my life right now.
You back up. That's it.
I'd
It's
just like to
simple as
ask Vug Life UK, what does he mean by another cheap dig?
What's a cheap dig?
I can't quite work you out, Vug Life UK. Some of your comments are great. Some of them is very,
Yeah, I'm just like,
very cryptic.
I'm just wondering what you mean by that.
What cheap dig?
I don't know. He has gone through a lot of things. I know the guy personally. We've chatted from time to time, and he went through a lot of issues with his group, and he's a reviewer. And he's gone through a lot of things. He stepped away and left his group and things like that, and he realised it was the wrong thing, and he came back again. I've got a lot of time for the chap. Yeah.
No, mate, don't get me wrong. Nobody's having a pop. At the end of the day, you're entitled to your opinion. We'll respect your opinion, but we don't got to fucking agree with it.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion, man. Like, opinion's one of those things, and that's fine. People have their views, and not everyone's going to agree. That's perfectly fine.
No.
I think it takes a bigger person to stand up and go, "You've got your way of thinking. I've got my way of thinking.
Yeah,
Just be done with it. There's no point fucking arguing about it."
That is what we're doing tonight.
The thing is, right? The thing is, the one thing we all stand for is no fucking drama. If you're going to give me an opinion, be respectful to hear mine. If I'm listening to yours, move on.
Yeah, that is it.
Don't take it personal. And the problem is with today's world is people take shit way too personally. You know what? It ain't about that. We can be adults and have a debate and have a discussion.
Which is what tonight was about. This wasn't about poking fun at it. We've got Ryan down there talking about very emotional experiences that he's gone through. Zippy as well. I mean, myself. This was not meant in the slightest to be taking anything away from mental health issues. It's the complete opposite. We're trying to encourage people to come and talk, to open up. It's one of the hardest things you can do as a human being. We're
not saying, they've got to come and talk to us, but
somebody.
Talk to somebody. That's all we're fucking saying. When nobody's like, Dr. fucking Zippy in the corner here is going to fucking, chew you up. Ain't going to happen. If anything, I'll bring you fucking down. You know what I mean? But I do take the piss. I'm not taking the piss out of the subject. I'm taking the piss out of because that's how I deal with it.
Yeah, I realised that we used Zippy not that long ago.
Yeah, I mean, how many times, right? I mean, going slightly off subject, but I mean, I'm fucking done with it. How many times, Vinny, you took something the wrong way that I've said, and I've had to say to you, fucking, hey, sugar tits, calm down. Quite a few times. I never say anything malicious. I'll say what I believe. If you can't fucking handle it, don't fucking.
I've got my best filter on tonight.
Guys, should we just fucking as it's prepared? Should we just move this on to the call? I know we're talking about it.
Yeah, Ryan's.
And like literally, if you guys want to carry on, we can carry on chatting. That's fine. We don't have to do anything. It's prepared.
The thing is, sorry, Josh. I think the thing is, them comments tonight ruined that section.
They
did for me. You know what I mean? So, to be fair,
the whole thing he's arguing against, those comments were the exact thing that he was arguing against.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It doesn't make sense. And this isn't a cheap shot. This isn't a cheap shot anyway, but those kind of comments are why people hide.
Yeah.
And don't talk about it and suffer in silence. And end up doing shit. Do you know what I mean? That scares people more than us here talking about it, because we're here talking about it. And maybe people go, fuck me, these guys are fucking talking about it on the fucking internet.
Yeah.
About their own fucking issues. About this, that, and the other.
Like I said, I'm not ashamed anymore.
Oh, I'm getting there.
But the fact you wanted to come on the show and talk about it says,
mate,
you're in a very different place than you were.
I got nothing but respect for this man, because he's come on, he's been 100% honest. You know, he's talked about his painting and how it helps him with the escape and stuff. You know what I mean? Finding other outlets. Man, Ryan, nothing but fucking big respect for you.
Fucking hate that saying.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I'll tell you the most patronising thing to me, right? Just finally on the subject, is when you go to these therapists, right, and you're sitting there and they're like, how you doing? So yeah, it's not bad. Oh, I can see there's something wrong with you. Yeah, fucking, what is it? Well, I don't really talk, Then you go, then it starts moving, you get this little form of 10 questions, and it's like, do you feel suicidal?
Yeah, mate, those fucking questions, man.
Profile.
And then you finally get down them, and it's like you go in, you see the doctor or the therapist, and it's like, right, you're depressed. No fucking shit, Sherlock.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question about those questions?
Yeah.
Have any of you had those questions and answered them honestly?
No.
Because I know I fucking didn't.
I try to, but them questions are so broad. How do you describe how you're feeling when you don't fucking understand yourself?
This is the problem. People don't understand how they're feeling. They can't put it into words.
When you've got nothing inside,
you
fucking describe it from. It's.
Mate, I worry about all sorts, man.
And this is why sometimes you need to talk to somebody else. It's not the fact to go. Who really says that? I think I need some help. Like I think I need someone just to talk to. Can you just bounce some things off me? And it can change your whole perspective. Does that make sense? Rather than a professional, because you're there for one reason, that you're there for that reason.
Yeah, I'm lucky that I've got the therapist I've got, because she's normal. She's not like a fucking spectacle wearing, cardigan fucking professional book learned therapist. She's been there herself, and she got into it to help people. And she understands.
That's what it needs.
Yeah. I had an hour the other fucking weekend just calling her a cunt.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay 45 quid just to slag each other off for an hour, but it fucking sorted me.
Just so you know, Scott, you're in a completely safe place. We've all got your fucking back. And if you want to fucking talk to any of us, you just fucking drop us a message. If you want to talk on here, you talk on here. Do not fucking feel scared. Do not feel afraid of it. We're here.
Yeah.
Like, it might just be 5 fucking random average dudes, but I'll fucking listen. Vinny will fucking listen. Chris will listen. Zippy will listen. Ryan will listen. Just fucking hit us up. You're in a completely safe place. Well, I hate to say it, it's on the internet and it's a weird one, but with LXV, we will fucking have your back 100%. So you are in a fucking safe place.
Definitely.
Sorry, I just had to say that.
No, that's sad, man. That's sad. But I mean, it's when you're sitting there having these therapies, like, and they're like, how often do you feel suicidal? Well, Every morning I wake up, I wish I weren't fucking breathing. You know what I mean? You know, does that make me suicidal? I have been. You know, yes, I have tried it. I had 20 years being a manic depressive from the age of 13 on antidepressants and every other fucking medication they wanted to give me. I had a meltdown at the age of 33 where I was literally sat in the house with a bunch of knives around me, and the coppers come in, the doctors come in, and the coppers were like, "We need the knives. Come fucking get them." You know, and things transpired, you know, and I was taken to some mental health place, and it was like, right, we're going to section you, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And I was like, look, you know, that's not going to help. Let me get out, let me get myself sorted and everything else. They sent me off with 50 diazepam, 50 tomazepam, and no fixed address, where I ended up spending the next 3 months living in my car.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
And within a fortnight, I'd managed to get in touch with a mate and got myself a little valeting job. You know, and I'll always fucking be grateful to him for that. You know, I was going to Maccadee's in the morning, grabbing breakfast, having a quick shower in their box, you know, going and doing a day's work, going back, you know, to the lay-by up the road. And I mean, it's less than 10 miles from where I'm living now, you know what I mean? You know, I never touched any of the medication, didn't have none. Took me 3 months to get a deposit together for a place. I moved in, and I never looked fucking back. You know what I mean? There's only one place you can go when you're at fucking rock bottom.
Yeah.
And you know what? If you've got somebody there, you know, putting their arm down the hole to give you a fucking hand up, you know what? Take it.
Yeah.
Fucking take it. And you know what? You get to the top. I got three fucking, I live by 3 Fs now. Fix it, fuck it, forget it. If you're not happy, fix it. If you can't fix it, fuck it. Once you've done that, forget it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why worry and stress about shit you've got no control over, man? And that's the thing, it's separating what you can control to what you can't. You know what I mean? If you can't control it, there's very hard to do. Yeah. I mean, my head's at my ass at the minute, man. Fucking between work, the kids, you know. I mean, like you guys today know, you know, the baby's been sent home. He's been told he's got to isolate now. So it's like we're fucking. My head's fucking way over the fucking horizon. I stress at the best of times, as any of you guys will back me up. I stress at the best of times. My head is so far fucking twisted at the minute. You know what I mean? I hate going outside. I hate being in the house. I hate going to work, having to, you know, not because there's anything wrong with work, because there isn't, you know, they're doing their bit to protect us all as best as they can and stuff. You know, but you're still going to the shops, you're still going into other places, you know what I mean, for your necessary shopping and whatever. Or your Maccadee's if you're feeling that way. Or KFC. But, you know what I mean? Trying to live every day without all this added shit on top is hard, man.
Yeah.
And I am struggling on a day-to-day basis, but you know what? I'm getting through it. Why? Because I've got people around me that I can talk to. And 2, because there's nothing else I can do at the moment but try and survive. And that may sound weird to say, try and survive. But you got it, man. That's how I see every day. I survive another day.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
This upset me too.
Yeah.
So I was just reading Fug's comment as well. Yeah, sorry to hear about that, dude.
What was that?
Vape UK, like,
it.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and I get that, man. Like, always talk to discuss with those who understand and to help. But who says that someone who isn't professionally trained, doesn't understand?
Okay.
And isn't the right person to help you at that time, because it might be the only fucking person you can reach out to.
Yeah. It takes a lot to trust somebody to open up to them. And you know what? If somebody does that, I'm not saying I can help them. I would never fucking turn around and say I could help them. But you can do things like pass on the numbers to Ben's, Mind, you know, point them in the direction where they can get that help. But them opening up to you may be the first time they've fucking admitted it ever. It took me 20 years to the age of 33 to be able to turn around and say, you know what, whatever went on in previous times, you know, growing up, everything else, it happened. You know what I mean? And it was one of them. I've never moved on fully from it, and I still struggle. You know what I mean? It's one of them certain things trigger me off. But it's only by being honest and actually, you know, going to people and having to open up to get where I am now. You know what I mean? And if the only advice I can give somebody is to turn around in my inbox and say, you know what, here's a number, speak to them, these people can help you.
Yeah.
I will take that any day of the fucking week.
And I was running links across the bottom earlier for Mind and obviously Open Door as well. Who are there?
A lot of
Mate, if you're working, check with the, I believe it's the EAP, because a lot of companies now, they have their own, what is it they recommend? You know what I mean? Speak to, you know, I know it's hard speaking to your gaffers, but you don't have to do that. You can go directly to your HR department. It's confidential.
I'll tell you what, like, most companies will help you out with this shit. Like, if you work for a half decent company, they'll look after you. I mean, the company I work for, we're nice enough to buy all the members of staff that work for them this year private healthcare as a little thank you. So they usually take us out and we do like a night away or a few nights away or pay for. And they can't obviously do that. They're like, what we want to do is we want to buy your private healthcare. And what they said is basically, so in the private healthcare package, they didn't cover mental health, and it was something they basically forced them to cover. Like, you're covering it. Like, there are members of my staff that need it. You're covering it under this package, not under the next package. And they did it. Do you know what I mean? They did it. It's like, but that's how much it meant to them. They're like, we would have paid for it if we needed to. But it was one of those. They're like, people need this support. People need. I mean, and at the minute, it's such a crazy world. I mean, I know a lot of people that are struggling 10 times more than they were before. Is Ryan all right?
Yeah, I think he's just popped to get a battery.
Is another battery? No, I'm going to buy that. Ryan, I'm going to buy you some fucking batteries.
Right then.
Been on the Death with Coffee again today, so
Death with Coffee. Oh man, death before decaf, dude. Death before decaf. Anyway, so who's up for a quick call, Will?
Oh, wait there, go on. Yeah, let's do something.
Because we've got some. I've just seen Ryan's choices. Oh, really? There's one of them that's going to trigger me.
Oh, this is going to be good.
This company keep coming up recently. Is it just me that doesn't get it? I think it's just me that doesn't get it.
I can't even remember what I picked.
Right, anyway.
Let's do it, Josh.
Guys, we're going to change tone. We're going to go to a bit of vaping. Okay, I would just say this before we go from this subject. All of us are fucking here for any of you. For anyone watching this, if it's your first time fucking watching this, you stumbled upon it in 6 months and you need the help, just drop a message to the LXV page and I promise you that one of us will get back to you. I fucking promise you. I promise you actually that fucking all of us will get back to you. Just so that's done and clear.
Yeah, man.
Everybody's a person. Everybody fucking deserves a chance. Doesn't matter. And we have your back 100%, no matter who you are.
Yeah. And I'd like to actually state this show was in no way meant to be us making fun of anyone. It was our way of trying to say, look, if you need help, we're here to talk to you and listen to you. We may not be we are not professional, but you know, if you need to talk, our ears are open.
I think I'm going to have to get Ryan to commission an LXV painting.
Mate, I'm down with that.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, you know that one in Ghostbusters 2?
Play the bumper, come on.
I'm gonna play the bumper. Just finding it. I need to move the bumper closer to the top.
I was stalling for time, that's what he's doing.
That's the latest in the show I've ever played the Cornwall bumper, but that'll do.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about some vaping.
Yeah, man.
Let's talk, guys. Just say this: if you've actually enjoyed the show, just fucking hit us up. You know, we appreciate. If you've not enjoyed the show, also hit us up. Okay.
Yeah, you can all fuck off.
Ryan, personally, I'd like to
joking.
thank
You know
you
I'm
for
joking.
coming on and fucking
No
talking
worries,
about
man.
it. It takes some fucking
I
balls.
don't give a flying fuck because you've got to talk about it, otherwise it gets swept under the carpet, doesn't it?
Fucking it. That's fucking it. Right. So Ryan's Cornwall choices. These are Ryan's Cornwall choices. Don't go slagging them off. Where should we
Take them
start?
off if you want.
I'm gonna start with the mech tube, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have the Times Vape Dreamer.
Yeah.
Times Vape Dreamer.
Which Ryan
I was going to say I think Ryan
continuously uses.
It's in a lot of them back in the day.
Mate, do you know what? It was a super affordable and actually got hard hitting mech tube.
Yeah.
Like hard enough. Like,
I bought the stack at that expo the first time I met you, Vinny,
Yeah.
and what was it, 80 quid for a stacked mech tube?
Can't go wrong at that, can you? You really can't.
No.
That I nearly fucking killed myself with because I put a normal fucking single tube building because I was sick as fuck.
yeah.
We've all been there. All
What,
been there.
back when I didn't have the knowledge.
what build did you put in it, Ryan?
0.1.
See, right. And this kind of goes back, right? This kind of goes back to I still believe lots of companies should be going. Not right. Ohm's law is one of those things. Battery safety and build safety is I think more paramount. Like, what build are you going to put in this? And if you can't answer, if you can't go, oh, it needs this, then you shouldn't be allowed to fucking buy it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It should be some sort of safety disclaimer, shouldn't there? You know.
Well, I mean, obviously, lots of them have safety disclaimers to cover their own fucking backs.
Yeah, but
Not in enough detail.
a
Do you know what I
sale
mean?
disclaimer, maybe then.
Yeah.
There's a different way of putting that.
It basically states if you hurt yourself, they're normal symptoms. If you do yourself damage, it's your fucking problem, not our problem, which is fair enough. But this isn't from the manufacturers, I believe. This is from the fucking retailers that are selling it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
It lies with the shops.
Back to the Dreamer.
Obviously, you go on, Josh. Sorry.
Because the Dreamer for me, I've only hit one once or twice, but for the price, it's a pretty fucking hard hit mech mod.
Yeah.
It's comfortable. It's super comfortable.
The shape is really nice in the hand.
And it looks nice.
And I love the
I'd go-
patina Ryan's got on his.
I'd
The
go
patina.
top end of all. Not quite
I
so
mean, I've not fucking cleaned it.
It's patina, Ryan. It's
He literally
patina.
said before he came on the show, he was like, I really should have fucking cleaned this mech before I came on the show.
You know something? I like to see a nice tarnished up mud.
It's fucked. I've had it 5 years. It's never gone wrong. The only thing I've done with it is buy the constant contact wig.
I was always polishing them up, man. And then I used to look sometimes, and I think, you know, how nice does it look with the tarnish on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as long as the things are clean and stuff, man.
I can't stand it, man. I cannot stand it. Like,
I think if you're going to do it, though, I think if you're going to do that, and you're going to go with a natural patina, you've got to make sure your thread safety, your contacts, and all them are done regularly. And
oh yeah, I mean,
what I mean? But I
even
don't
when I
think.
even when I had copper and brass mods that were dirty, I would clean the contacts.
See, I hate polishing. I don't polish, but my threads and my contacts are always clean.
I'm a giffy bastard.
Just buy solid silver contacts, man. They ain't gonna tarnish.
Yeah.
you seen the price of solid silver contract for the Dreamer? They're more than the mod costs.
Well, yeah, because there's only one person that makes them, which is
Eric.
Eric Simpson. I have Simpson silver in one of the only Mac models we've got left.
He does some nice quality. What's it?
Yeah, no, mate, his silver works fucking great. You know, his silversmith, but I don't know how you put the silversmith.
Yeah, he's a silversmith.
Silversmithness? That doesn't fucking work. His silversmith skills are great. I mean, what he does is great, and it's another thing.
The thing is, man, I mean, to have that reputation that he's got, if somebody says, you know, I need a silver contact, and the first name you think of is Eric Simpson, that just shows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But silver's not cheap.
No.
I mean,
no.
I'll be honest with you guys, doesn't really make a huge difference. Like silver is 0.7, like 0.7% more conductive than copper, right? So it's fuck all. Thank you, Sean. But what it does do, what it is it doesn't hit harder, but the ramp up is slightly quicker. Does that make sense? It's a bit more fiery.
Yeah, definitely.
It just you just get that more positive connection.
Chris decided to go just at the perfect time now. I was going to ask for a vote. Ryan, where would you like to nominate the Dreamer Goes on the cool wall?
It's got to be cool for me because I use it every day and it never goes wrong.
You're not going Sub-Zero with it? No. That surprises me.
Just cool. It's just cool. Sometimes Sub-Zero can be a bit of a stigma.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean the Smok aliens in Sub-Zero. So.
Yeah.
So, Zippy, where are you going with it?
I'd go for the simple fact of the price when they were out, you know, as you've said, with the stacked version, etc. The looks and the fact that that mech was fucking everywhere at one time.
Yeah.
I would go the top end of cool.
Top end of
cool.
cool.
I mean, not quite Sub-Zero, but it's on that sort of borderline.
Christopher,
Vincent. I'm gonna say cool. Cheap little mod, nice looking kind of thing.
Hits so well. I've hit Ryan's that many times. The hit for the price. If you could have like a ratio, you know, like horsepower, weight to power, sort of hit to price ratio.
Hit to price ratio, yeah.
Let's
do that. That's a new section for us. Hit to price ratio, bitch.
So yeah, I'd definitely put it in, like Zippy said, the top end of the cool section. Definitely so.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, considering how well it did, and the comfiness of it, it's a super comfortable mech mod. Like, fits. So doesn't matter what size hands you've got, it fits well. I mean, obviously, I've only got one size hands, but it doesn't matter. You've got big hands or small hands, it fits comfortably, and it was cheap and it hit well. I was actually going to go Sub-Zero with that one. But it's and I've never owned one. I've only hit one a couple of times, but I think it's unanimous. It's a unanimous call. So top end of call, you know, it's Jeremy Clarkson putting it up above Richard Hammer's head.
Yeah, definitely.
That's where it is up there. Like you can't tear that down.
Okay, and Ryan's next one, Josh. We go the slightly.
All I've got for this is a load of numbers, and I can't really see what it is. So you're gonna have to tell me. Oh, I know what it is.
Oh, fuck me.
Are they Poundland pens?
It's the original Ego pens.
Do you know what? I've got one.
Yeah, I've got several in the kitchen.
With the old silicone about in the car.
I used to buy about 4 or 5 of them a week.
What? I tell you what, put some fucking Nixels in them.
I bet.
Put some Nixels in it, mate. Fuck me, it hits the spot.
Oh, get some mixed comments there.
In the bin. Tracy said in the bin. I was going to say let's still make them. Good deal. Yeah.
Scott, they're on about version 7 now, I think.
But how well would some of them perform with the juices that we've got today?
The
Yeah,
juice,
like Josh said, with the salts.
put
Yeah.
a decent Nick salt in there, man.
Think, because people automatically think about them and they're like, oh, I used to get a little 10 mil of fucking whatever it was, cherry fucking shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
88
And
vape
it was
cherry.
absolute crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You think
I-
now, you pick one of your favourite juices and run one of them through it and just see. I'd be interested to see what people thought if they've got one and are willing to try.
I think Josh may be going to get his to try it.
Yeah,
I've got one in somewhere.
I used to run 36 milligrams strawberry through mine when I first started.
Yeah, you did.
36
This is
milligrams.
why I picked it, because it was the fucking start.
Yeah, it was the gateway.
It was the game changer at the time.
Yeah, and God, I used to curse mine, but I ended up with about 4, just so I had enough to get me through the day.
I'm going to have to jump off quickly because I've got to go and get my charger, man. But I'll be
All
back
right.
in a sec. All
No
right.
worries,
Carry on with the call wall and I'll put where I feel afterwards, man.
Yeah, we'll just
So-
carry on with the ergo pens. Don't worry, I think Josh is back with his.
2 seconds.
Zippy's off to get his charger because he's low on power. We'll leave that one there. Oh, we're really big now. Loads of comments. That was my first starter kit.
Now, they
Yeah.
was like the first starter kit.
Ah, yeah. Well, it was. That's exactly what it was for me.
It's all you
I
had.
remember seeing them everywhere.
There was nothing else. Unless you wanted a shitty petrol station cigar like,
Yeah.
there was fuck all else.
Yeah. I dread to think how many me and the wife went through.
They kicked the whole fucking vape scene off. Without the ego pens, there would be fucking no vape scene.
Yeah. And if you look today, even now, some of them are still copied and still used. Obviously, a lot of them use them for THC and CBD and various other things still.
You can still
if
buy
you-
them in Poundland. Well,
Yeah,
the
you
very
can still
same
buy
style.
them. Just Ego still release them. Like I said, they're on, I think it's version 7 now.
There's
So-
ceramic coils in them now for thick oil liquid, didn't there? It's,
Yeah.
They are used for something that we do not promote on this show.
Yes.
Very common.
But yeah, it was my gateway personally into vaping, and I know a lot of others of my age that started when I did as well was exactly the same. Where I used to work, there was about 5 of us with them, and it was definitely the gateway for me and into vaping, into kicking cigarettes. I think that's the big thing. And like Scott's saying there, it has to go Sub-Zero. It has to. I wonder how many current vapors started with one of those, and how many people that actually got off cigarettes.
Just remember going to Totally Wicked to buy my fucking liquids. We have a Totally Wicked in Exeter. And
There's one where I work.
It does so badly. Like, there's nobody ever in there. I don't know how they still survive.
the only thing that's any good for Totally Wicked is the blackcurrant concentrate. But it's ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
But so Sean, she said, I used an Ego pen for about a week. Then I went to an iStick with a Nautilus Mini. Fair enough, right?
But you started there.
That's a great upgrade. But that got you into buying something else. Does that make sense? Like, you liked it enough to go, this isn't quite what I'm enjoying. I need something better.
Jesus Christ, I think everybody in chat has at least owned one. Scott's had 5, Nick's had 3, Gav.
You are right there. Totally an Exeter, more staff than customers. You are correct. I know, like, literally one of my very good friends works there. He actually gave up vaping and they hired him. And I think he only vapes when he's in the shop. Like, it's one of those. Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't find that in a proper vape shop, would you?
No, definitely not. And like Scott says, they keep regenerating, selling, so they're doing something right. Like Ryan said, they've obviously progressed now into ceramic coils and things like that to cater for the thicker liquids of today. You can't really knock them. I mean, yeah, Jesus, there was garbage. He'd get burnt taste after about 4 days and have to go buy a new bloody cartomizer and end up with about 6 of them and 1 battery, and then your battery would go, and then you have to go buy another full kit. And
Is it a
Not all,
cartomizer
not
or
all
is
of
it a
us were
clearomizer? I can't
fucking
remember.
smoking about 120 mil a day back then, though, Vinny.
yeah. Definitely not now, I do.
Could you imagine trying to actually vape on like 35 milligram now, though?
Oh, I struggle with
I
20 milligrams
I
salts.
ripped 50 milligram Nick salts as a bet, and I wouldn't recommend it.
Definitely not. But yeah, for me, they've got to go Sub-Zero. Just
Yeah, I'm gonna go Sub-Zero.
I can go with a
Started
Smoke
it all, they
Alien.
are Sub-Zero.
What it can go with the Smock earlier is the fact that for what it did, it's not because it's a great product, it's because of what it did for vaping.
Yeah.
And without it, like we wouldn't have vaping as it is now. It wouldn't be as popular as it is now. It wouldn't have caused that many people to quit smoking and live a better lifestyle.
Yeah. And change your health. Jesus.
That's it.
I mean,
That's it.
Yeah, definitely Sub-Zero. I'm not even going to give you guys a vote. It
And
just
Scott
goes there.
Yeah, Scott just said like OAPs love them. I do actually see a lot of old people using them.
Yeah, man. Like
Yeah.
old, like just walk around with their little fucking cartomizers. Like, ooh, I've got fucking Heisenberg in this fucker.
Some of
Oh,
them
don't
actually
talk
love
to me about
chewing vape.
Heisenberg. I quit on Heisenberg and did about 5 liters in a month.
Mate, people
I've never
fucking
touched
love
it
Heisenberg, don't they, man?
Yeah. My
I hate
stepdad's all he
menthol
vapes
now.
is Heisenberg.
Mate, I'm so surprised HBO just didn't go and fucking sue everybody for calling it Heisenberg, but they didn't. So fair enough to HBO.
Yeah. So that's 1 cool and 1 Sub-Zero. Josh,
Right.
bring up.
We've got one left, and this is the one I was on beforehand. This brand keeps coming up in the call war recently.
Yeah.
And my opinion is always divided, isn't it? It's the Rig Pig.
I love my Rig Pig.
It's the fucking Rig Pig.
See, I know this is one mod that
My
Ryan.
rig pig makes my fucking willy get a little tingle at the end.
Clearly, the man's never hit an XR. That's all I'm gonna say. Like,
See, I've not either, Josh. Actually, I've never hit an
It was-
egg.
you,
my introduction to series vaping.
yeah, and the thing is, the XR was parallel, and it still smashed the water out of that thing. Do you know what I mean? This is the thing, right? Everyone knows my love for rig doesn't run very deep at all. Like, I've never been a big rig fan. I like big rigs. Fucking who doesn't like a massive truck? But like, I've never been a big rig mod fan ever. I've had a few of their mods, and they've always come and like gone, yeah, it's all right, and it's gone. But that's me. That's a personal thing.
See, I absolutely love my Rig Pig, but it's too much. It hits that hard. It's a bit like the stack that I've been flashing of late. That hits harder than the Rig Pig, which perhaps isn't that much of a shock to some people, but maybe to others. But the thing about the Rig Pig is you could never ever put it down on something metal. As soon as that battery cap on the bottom, the black paint comes off that, and you put that thing down on something metal, that thing will fire because it will complete the circuit. And you have to be so careful with them. You never ever put them down on something metal ever. There's some sort of special paint coat on that battery cup underneath, but as soon as the slightest bit of that is chipped,
it doesn't need to be special. It just use paint because paint's not conductive.
That's what they said at the time, Josh. It was special insulated paint.
Yeah, well, no,
No,
just
paint
paint.
actually
It's just
means-
paint.
It is paint.
Yeah,
paint,
it is
paint,
just
paint
paint.
isn't conductive. It's simple as that.
It
Paint
will
is,
either
paint is an amazing insulator.
Night Dog.
Paint is a
Dog.
great insulator. So
You see, the pig got me power hungry.
Yeah. You see, my pig came to me not that long ago, but it was the one thing I come so close to getting so often, and I used to be majorly power hungry with my vape devices. You lot have all seen my lipos that I've run over the years, and the massive things and the stupid power I've used over the years.
Chris holds up his hog in denial. Going, the thing is, as you all know, recently I've gone completely the other way. I've gone lower power, like smaller chamber. Like for me at the minute, this with like a few G's, absolute vaping perfection for me.
I will just say Scott leading in the chat actually made it possible for me to get my rig pick. So thank you, Scott, for that. It is one thing that will permanently stay with me in my collection.
So like this is what 45 watts, something ohms, 0.47, and the flavor and the warmth is unlike anything I've had. I know that sounds crazy, like necks are fucking hot and warm.
I suppose it's no different to me eating my drag. Really?
No, I've got a drag. It's nowhere near the fucking same.
Oh,
It's the small. It's just fucking incredible. Like,
What's your point?
we're discussing the rig pick now, is it?
See, all I'm going to say off the subject and what has happened since the mental health discussion has dropped off is the viewers have dropped off.
Yeah, they've all gone. Literally all gone.
So,
what does that tell you?
Yeah,
exactly. What we discussed
I just want to say
bang
that.
on.
We had really solid, steady viewers earlier, and I think it's because we were talking about something that's fucking taboo to a lot of people, and it's not taboo. I didn't want to bring it back up, but it's just like I just wanted to say that to everybody that's still in the chat. Guys, still here. Thank you very much. But it's one of those. Do you know what I mean? That conversation earlier, the numbers were just up and up and up and up. And people want to fucking hear about it.
Yeah, people want to talk about the amount of people that be in denial, and hopefully tonight will give them some sort of
normality.
Yeah, and feel that it's okay to talk, because it is okay to talk. Sorry, we're going back again. Yes, rig pick. I think they're ace because you never know whether you're going to get a big, massive hit or blow your hand off. It's nice to live life on the edge sometimes, and a rig pig just does that.
The only thing I'll say that pissed me off was the fucking RDA.
Yes. I'm quite pleased that the one I got was 2-post, not the 3-post design, which is a lot.
Having to get the little ring to run other RDAs.
Yeah, I've still not got the
RDA, You're still on the roughneck.
Yeah, I'm still on the roughneck. Yeah. The hybrid discs is what they called them, isn't it? Because then you could change into a.
But they actually voided all your warranty and everything at the time when they come out.
Well, they've done their own now. They did their own at some point.
Well, when I got mine, they were, if you had put a different RDA on with the hybrid disc, it voided your fucking warranty.
So, I just want to say, so Nick, you banged on about that you're getting your first DNA mod and all you do is run in bypass. What's the fucking point?
That's a very good point, Josh.
What's the point?
Just run a mech.
Sorry, I just had to say that. It was in the chat. You know, get my first DNA mod. Get my first DNA mod. Run it bypass. Just be any fucking shit.
For me, the rig pick goes sub-zero purely because it's like playing Russian roulette, and it does hit quite well. Yeah, 3-post X is shit.
Hashtag hate 3-post X.
Yeah.
Hey, no hate now.
You still got your rig, right?
I never owned one. I never owned one simply for the fact that people said it was a game of fucking, chance in having one. So that for me put me off.
But so's owning a noisy cricket, and how people own fucking noisy crickets?
Yeah, but I've not owned a noisy cricket either.
And
I want
noisy,
a cherry bomber.
noisy crickets are getting more popular again, aren't they? I see a lot of people asking for noisy crickets. I'm like, why?
It was a nice little mod. It fit in the hand
Yeah,
well. It blew your fucking tits off.
I want a cherry bomber. That's what I want.
It's called the cherry bomber for a reason because it blows up.
Yeah,
and-
man. If you're going to do it properly. But anyway, let's get back to the rig pig.
I'm going Sub-Zero.
For that
So
reason, I'd have to go cool with it. I couldn't go Sub-Zero, but I'd go cool. I'd give it the respect that it deserved.
Ryan, where are you placing this?
I placed that one cold just because of the fucking RDA situation with it.
Yeah, that
It
was
was
a
a
bit
pain
of a
in
piss.
the ass with the three
Yeah.
post roughneck and tweaking those coils was a bastard. But when you got it right, it fucking hit hard.
Yeah, it does. Josh, I'm interested to see where you'll go with this one.
I'm denied to acquiesce your request on that one.
Sustained.
Talk
Christopher.
fucking English, yeah.
I'm going cool.
So
Right.
I think
Because I
we're
know
going-
people that I know like it.
If you abstain, it's got to go shit bucket in it.
Yeah. And no, but the thing is, I don't think it's. I'm just a bit biased against Rig. I just don't like Rig. So this is why I was like, I'm not going to answer. Does that kind of make sense? Like, I don't feel like I'm biased, and I shouldn't be biased because
All right, but so for the benefit of that, then we'll go on call for you.
no, not at all. I just put me out of the vote. Just put me out of the vote.
It's abstaining.
That's automatic. That's automatic shit bucket fodder.
No, you can't put a rig pig in the shit bucket.
Because I can't put it in the shit bucket because there's a lot of people that don't like it, and and I see the reason people like it. I just don't like. I don't like the company.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a biased thing when I go. It's uncool because
But are we voting
Could
against
be a
the company or
could
are we
be a
voting against the actual mod?
It's a company.
it's the thing is for me, it's the company. Rig has come up a few times, and I've said this a few times. I'm not a big Rig fan, and I've actually received a lot of fucking hate in the chat for not liking it. So part of me go, yeah, I don't like it. It's uncool because it's biased. I'm just going to say I'm not going to vote.
No,
And
fair play.
I respect your guys' decision.
That's
Fair
good call.
Sean said he'll hold the shit bucket.
And Nick's also said, remember, there's a hole in the bucket. Delilah,
Yeah.
Delilah.
Because nothing ever goes in the shit bucket and stays there. It is just a bit of banter on the end of the call.
Yeah. And there we go, folks. That's the end of Ryan's call. Ryan, some great nominations. It's
Really good nominations, Ryan. They were really
Where did you place that sig pen?
Sub-Zero.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
Yeah.
just because of what it did for the community.
Mate, I
It
got
was-
to agree there. I got to agree there.
such a gateway device. It really, really was. Right then, guys. I don't think we're going to do the news because I can't even remember what it is after everything that's gone on tonight. I'm sure it's quite important as well.
What about a quick room 101?
I was going to do a room 101 and just put everybody's love for Rig mod in there.
Go on, do a room 101, man.
Go on, then, Josh.
Have we got shit for room 101? I want to do a room 101.
I think Zippy has.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Really should have picked a better music for that.
I quite like that. It's chilled.
It's the whole point about the new music. It was all chilled out and not like in your face, like which I love. But you know,
That's ace. Cheers, Bish.
You've never seen Vinny pissed off, Bish.
No, that was
Fucking
me.
hell.
That was me more upset than pissed off by what was said. But anyway, we're moving on.
You
You
get
don't want to
upset.
see Vinny pissed off.
no, it was more the fact that upset me as well. Like,
Yeah.
everyone's
Right.
entitled to an opinion, is the way it was said. But anyway, we're done with that shit.
Yeah.
Back to room 101. Here's if it was 101. I'm pissed off, everybody.
There you go.
Right then. So, my piss off There's the small-minded minority that like to voice their opinion, and they see it as that's their word and that's truth. Not at all. I know it's recapping, and I don't mean to, but I got it in my head. The show was to raise awareness. If you're not down with that, man, then no one was meant to be offended. No one was meant to get upset if they did. The others may apologise. I don't give a fuck. But it's done, and I just want to put that issue into Room 101. Done, dusted.
Yeah. I'm not going to say anymore. I've said enough on it anyway. Yeah, I agree with it completely. Yeah, that's got in. Anyone else got anything they'd like to nominate for 101?
Anybody in the chat got anything they want to nominate for Room 101? Because...
Oh, yeah, there's Scott Leading's got one. There we go.
Yeah, that's the 100% in there, Scott.
Yeah. 100%.
Fucking headline.
What was that, Ryan?
Headlines. I sent my kids back to school. 2 days later, they come back fucking crawling.
What did you look back?
Headlines.
You don't look at we sent ours and he come back with COVID.
Yeah.
I've only just got over COVID. We've been fucking dead for weeks.
That's a good idea.
Honestly, man, I've never been that ill in my life.
Kev,
so Room 101, Kev, is something we hate about like vaping. It seems like most weeks it's about whatever you feel it's about, but Room 101 is somewhere you can put somewhere, lock it down, it's done, it's forgotten about, it's dusted. So
it stays there and never comes out.
This is, have you never seen the BBC TV program Room 101? Used to be hosted with someone else, and now it's hosted with Frank Skinner.
Fellow West Midlander, actually.
Yeah, he is. He's a West Bromwich fan. Going down. Doesn't matter. Anyway. Anyway, so yeah, that's what it's about. So, Kev, if there's something you hate about vaping, about the industry, about certain people in it, and to be honest with you, at the minute it can be about something else you fucking hate. Doesn't matter. If you want something fucking gone and banished and staffy dog farts, all right, yeah, okay, I get that.
Just dog farts.
We haven't got our resident staffy expert Andy Bohane on, so my wife.
That's how she's not watching, Kev.
Fucking hell, Kev.
We'll check it. We'll check it.
Yeah, that's a point. Didn't Chris go into Room 101?
Yes, technically he did.
Chris has been in the deepest, darkest depths of Room 101 for a long time. Anyway, that was Room 101 over. I think we should have time for a quick questions from the chat because it's been a pretty hot topic show.
Yeah.
Is everyone all right with that? I know we say we run for 2 hours on 153.
Yeah, man.
But I think we should have a quick question. And it can be any question. I know that Kev had a question earlier about vaping. It's vaping related. Unfortunately, Kev, I did go back and try and find it, but it only lets me see so many comments back. So if you want to ask that question again, we'll answer it. But any questions, vaping related, life related, anything, it's your questions, guys. It's your time to shine. So let's do.
No, I don't have my head on upside down.
Yeah, you do. Which character did you look like again from Guess Who? Which one was it?
I can't remember now. Who was we on about?
Right, it's gone.
There's two characters in Guess Who, and all it is that one of them's got a beard and one of them's got hair, and it's Chris. I'm not joking. Like, literally, they're just interchangeable. Like
Bernie and somebody else.
Oh, I can't fucking. I'm gonna have to look at it again. Anyway, let's do a quick questions from the chat, shall we? As you can see there, ladies and gentlemen, when I made that bumper, I was channeling my inner vaping bogan with that colour scheme.
Definitely so.
Yeah, guys, questions.
Tracy's asked how jealous he's been of her new bag. Judging by
jealous
that,
of that
extremely jealous.
She bid against me, man. I'm not happy about that, but congrats on the win.
I was thinking about getting a swordfish or a CAD grip. What are your thoughts? I don't know the swordfish.
I don't know the swordfish. I was just trying to think what the hell the sword.
I don't know
Oh, I
what
do
I'm
know the swordfish. It's very similar to a grip. It's I can't remember. Yeah, I've seen
All I
that.
can say,
All I'll tell you, Kev, is being an ex-Immortal team member, is that those mechs, they're solid and they hit
Yeah.
like a fucking absolute train. So if you want something that's going to knock your socks off, then a CAD is a great option. Apparently, it's a right bitch to clean. I never owned a CAD.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's supposed to be a beautiful mod. I've owned pretty much every other Immortal Sidefire. Don't own any of them anymore. It all went back.
he's not going to go wrong with it, man.
Nah, not at all. A CAD is a solid option. I don't know the swordfish, but a CAD grip is a very solid option.
My 2 pennies on it is if you're wanting hit, go the CAD. If you're wanting something slightly aesthetically more pleasing, then perhaps go for the swordfish because it is quite a pretty looking device. It's the very
pleasant looking.
Sorry.
How can you say the grip isn't, aesthetically pleasing?
If you compared the two next to each other and said about looks, you'd go for the swordfish, I'm afraid. Yes, it piss off.
The grip for me will be one of the best mechs of all time, right?
The OG grip, definitely.
And that stands because, yes, there were side fires, but there wasn't a side fire like the grip. The grip came out and it completely changed the game for side fire mechs. 100%. I mean, it brought them to fuck me, this shit works.
Yeah.
And clever and it's easy and it fucking just hits like a train. This is the thing. So that original grip was fucking phenomenal. And like I said, I'm an ex-Immortal team member. And I don't rep the brand anymore. I still love the brand. I love Ariel. I love everything he does. I love everything he stands for. Apart from this little random thing we had in the chat the other day with Zippy, me and Zippy. But
I spoke to Ariel.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
No, so you got an issue. Go speak to her. That's right. I love Ariel. I love the company. There's certain things within the brand I don't love, and I just fell out of love with doing what I was doing for it. So there's no hard feelings to anybody. But the grips are amazing. CAD grip, beautiful bit of kit.
And the next question is from Sean Toop. Best pod system with RBA that isn't mouth to lung.
Billet box.
See, I'd go the AOI.
You see, I'd go completely different, and I'd go the Oxford X because it has an RBA deck, which it's not really an RBA deck. It's a bit like an RDTA, but it's very well made, and the flavor of it is awesome.
What's the right? So hang on, we know the billet box is going to be the most expensive. I know that the .aoi is around 50 quid for the WhatsApp.
AOI, they do a few versions between 50 and £100, but they're not RBA. So take in fact, you have to buy an RBA section for them, and that even includes the billet box. Right, the billet box does not come. Yeah. The billet box does not come with a tank in it. Does not come with an RBA section. You buy a billet box. You don't. You buy a billet box. You can't vape it.
Yeah.
So and what's the price tag on one of them, Vin, that you were on about?
About the same. They were about £50.
So I mean, and Oxford are making some amazing stuff.
If you want something cheaper that gives a good direct to lung hit, I'd probably go the PAL 2 Pro.
Good call. Very good call.
This ain't a bad little shout for a cheap little AIO that's leaking.
I just leaked it. You animal.
It's the first time. Oh, shit.
Price.
Literally, I'm holding this fucking £40 mod that's dripping onto my £120 fucking keyboard. So appreciate this shit, fuckers.
Scott Leaning.
Hang on, can I just go back to Sean there, though?
Yeah, go on.
I was just going to say to him, with regards to pods and stuff now, and the stock calls that you can get in them, why is he still favouring an RBA?
Probably just for the pure rebuildable to get it exactly how he wants it. The trouble with stock coils is you have to stick with what they say is available.
And stock coils are fucking hit and miss.
Yes.
I
Very-
don't know, some
like,
good ones are bad. If you go on the what's it, you know, I mean, I've always said the Nautilus for the .AOI.
Yeah.
If you're talking about a general pod and you bought the Drag X into it, you got
Sean-
9 choices. You got 9 choices of coil.
Sean said that the dot is too tight. It's not true direct to lung.
It is too tight, but buy a different door for it with bigger airflow.
Or take the door off. That worked quite well when I had mine. Right.
Or remove your finger off.
As-
It says because he vapes custards and the coils don't last too long.
Fair
That's-
enough.
Sacrifice your vaping custards, dude.
Lost Vape Ursula versus Drag X Plus. I've not owned either of them, Scott, but I've heard the Ursula is a bit leaky.
I was going to say, just on reputation, I'd go the Drag X Plus.
I love Lost Vape, but I would still say the Drag's probably a better bet.
I'm out of my league. I
And
don't think
getting the bung out of an Ursula is a complete bitch as well, by all accounts.
Yeah, but hopefully in 6 months' time we won't need to worry about those fucking bungs anymore. So let's wait and see.
Yeah. Damn right.
Hopefully.
Next, right, side fires appear to women as well because of nail.
Definitely.
Fucking under fire. That first expo I went to, and so many women I saw using fucking grips and sieges, like unbelievable. That they were into mechs. I know that sounds kind of sexist. I'm not being sexist at all, but just because they're side fire.
Yeah. And there's a reason.
We were on the Cloud Island stand and they were going hand over fist, man. They blew the doors off, you know, side fire for a while.
He's got a Danessa, very nice mech mod Danessa, hard to get hold of. Where the fuck did you get a Danessa from? That's my first question. Where'd you get a Danessa from?
I know somebody with one.
My second question is, will you sell it to me? And third question is, need a good build to satisfy the series vapor. Check out our partner who isn't here this evening, Andy. Check out his hybrid aliens. They are some of the best series coils. I'm not just saying that because he's a friend of ours and so that he's a phenomenal coil builder. It might take you 6 months to get a set.
That's actually pretty quick.
I am actually his team captain for his coils, and I don't get any coils at the minute. But I mean, if you can get them. His hybrid. I think I've got a set. Kev, if I've got a set, hit me up. I'll send them to you for free. Don't worry about it. I don't know if I've still got a set, but I've got a set.
6 racks,
But we also
20 gauge, 3mm ID.
we also do recommend Ian Nelson, Nasty Coils. He does some cracking series coils.
Makes great coils as well. But Andy's hybrids, those high, they're not called series. It's called hybrid aids because they work great in series.
Yeah.
They also work great in like RTA.
I'm dying to hear it from him. I want some series.
Well, Andy's been quiet. Mate, I speak to Andy all the time, and I haven't spoken to him recently. He's doing his thing. Let him do it. That's fine. And sometimes you this is another thing that says, "Well, I know if Andy needs to talk to me, he'll fucking talk to me. But right now, what he wants is his time away. He doesn't want to speak to anybody. No. There's no point messaging him. He'll come to me when he needs me. Does that, or any of us? Does that make sense?
But that's how Andy is.
But I use a lot of Andy's hybrid aliens in singles for like regulator builds now. And they are fucking great. I mean, the longevity of a proper handmade coil. Yeah. I get fucking 6 months to a year out of that. Decent vaping. Obviously cleaning it and looking after it.
I got 12 months out of the squonk on a single coil. One view. And believe you me, I smashed shit out of that coil.
Yeah, man. Difference. He spends out and uses top quality materials and his wraps. His wraps are so tight. They are so tight. It's unbelievable. You won't see a gap. And if a coil's not good enough, you won't let it go. This is the difference. So, and I'm not just saying Andy. There are some other amazing coil builders out there. Ian's a good coil builder from Nasty Coils. There's, you've got fucking coils by Scott. Scott makes great coils. There's lots of good coil builders out there. What I would say is, Andy's coils are great if you can get a hold of him. But at the minute he's doing his thing, just let him go. But just message a coil builder. Just say, look, I want something that's going to work well in this, and they'll make it for you. If they're a good coil builder, they'll fucking make it.
Definitely.
just ask what material they're using, and if they say they're using NO90, just fucking laugh at them. Don't exist.
Right then, guys. Any other business?
Yeah, I just want to do a quick shout to. I know I did it last week, but I didn't. I can't remember if he was in. I don't think he was at the time. Sean Tootman, legend.
Yeah.
Right. We all fucking love Shawnee's build stance.
You shown them.
We all
You
do.
shown that.
Chris,
Do you
Chris,
sit on that, Vinny?
Hey?
Do you sit on that?
It depends. Sometimes. I've been known to, right?
Shawnee is like an actual unofficial member of the LXV crew. Like, we love Sean. We love his work. What he does is amazing. He does his own thing, and these things are beautiful. I mean,
He's doing a lot more coloured ones at the minute, which...
yeah. I mean, go and check out the LXV Facebook page. See the actual proper picture I put up of this, and it's
he's got a nice spalted beach with some coloured rings on it. I think it's spalted
Yes.
beach anyway. Coloured rings that he's put up today, man.
I've never met a man more into wood in my life.
Oh, he likes his wood.
Loves his wood.
Likes to play with his wood. Likes to burn it occasionally, but it always gives it a nice box.
But yeah, he loves it. Like, he
Give it
makes
a good wax.
like this. This looks like it's something easy to make, but like actually the craftsmanship on this is just second to none. Like, it's fucking absolutely beautiful.
I'll tell you what I really like about him is the way that he can bring out the pattern in his work. You know what I mean? And he takes that block of wood and he looks for the best pattern that he can find within the grinding and stuff.
Yeah, so, Kev, if you want series coils, NI80 is not great. It's too low.
Yeah.
You need Andy's hybrids. I think they're a Campfol wrapped in NI80 to bring the resistance up. It's what you want for a series build. You don't want you want a higher resistance and that more slower, enjoyable draw. Not you're going to get that from a series build. It's still going to be fucking intense and fiery, but lots of flavor, and they're not huge. They fit in, like, I can fit them in a fucking 24 mil Apocalypse deck, no problem.
Yeah.
So good build.
I'd like to again thank Ryan for coming on tonight and being so open and frank and honest, mate. I really appreciate that, Ryan. I hope we've done some good tonight. I really do.
You don't talk about it. It gets swept under the carpet and forgotten about, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that the show went the way it did, but actually it happened. I think it stunned us all a bit, and then we all just got over it and went, actually, do you know what? No, we're not taking that. And and I think most people still left, and people that were in there saw that for what it was.
Yeah.
And
it's just the way of the world now.
I'll have a chat with him later and see what's what. And
I wouldn't waste your breath.
Yeah, and actually, that's probably the wise option. I'm going to go get my whiskey out.
Leave it.
Ryan, much appreciated, buddy, and you're always welcome to come on, mate. Well, there's no point telling you my inbox is open.
Anyway, guys, the chat we've talked about creating is created. It is called the Clique. Nick made it, and he has spelt the word clique wrong because clique is spelled CLIQUE, not CLEK.
I actually quite like it.
We want to be different.
We're gonna fucking leave it like that. That's literally what I'd say. We're gonna leave it like that. It wasn't thinking. I've invited a few people to it, so please just literally invite anybody. This is a group chat for everybody vaping related. Come in, talk about vaping. Come and talk about if you've got a fucking issue. Come and chat. This is what it's for. So I know we just on the spot, but you want to ask a question about vaping, you want a question about, and this is for all of us. Do you know what I mean? We have great fun in our group chat, and I think everybody. Unfortunately, we can't invite to that group chat because some of you we don't like that much.
And there's trade secrets in there.
I'm joking. But yeah, it's one of those. Sean, Sean, I'll add you to the chat now, Sean. I'm on it now. Sean.
Now, Ryan, top respect for tonight, man, and thank you for sticking with us through the start of it. What's done is done. We left it there in room 101, but top respect for coming on and chatting, man. And when these lot get together and it's like, oh, we want to do a commission LXV painting. I've got a space on my wall right here for it.
Hey, I do want to.
I'm good with that.
Like I said, you know that one at the end of Ghostbusters 2 when they've just fought,
I don't do class rates.
just done, mate. Fucking Vigo the Destroyer, and they're all stood there. I want one like that. That's what I want. That's what I want. As long as I can be Egon.
Right, everybody, say goodbye.
Egon.
Goodbye.
Love you all, guys.
Yeah.